What's up, collective? I'm sitting here trying to collect myself. My name is Jessie. I'm an intuitive reader and a high priestess. I know the lighting is all crazy because of my phone, and I just don't have any lights on right now. Okay. So you say hey?
Hey.
All right, so there's been I guess it's not, it's like a forced surrender, but it's kind of like it doesn't feel like it's like a force. It's just sort of like, it is giving like hanged man position where you're just kind of like, okay, like acceptance and like not knowing like what you're up against going forward, and it's just I'm trying not to give too much of my personal, because I don't want to like make it more dramatic than necessary, but it's just like the way that things are happening is just kind of like I recognize that like this is happening because I haven't been seeking the help that I need to get, and at the same time, like the way that it's happening, because it's like currently through CPS, that they're enacting justice. They're the ones that are kind of like bringing, and I don't know what's going to happen. And so like that's just like I would have never thought. I would have thought like, I don't know. Right, so let's see what else we have down here. Like, I just want to add this in just because it's so crazy, because like the girl that came here, first of all, it's a girl. She's like, I just admire her. She's a badass. And she was like asking me about tarot stuff, and I'm like, I mean, I do think that's part of their job, is to try to make light where you can, because it's so intense and so like it can be dangerous situations where they're trying to get information, so they're trying to like keep it neutral. So I understand that too, but like her asking me about stuff about tarot, and we're like, are you taking my kid away from me today? Because I don't really want to talk about business right now. All right, so this Two of Pentacles on the bottom is giving me, you can say hi, is giving me the only thing that's being asked of you right now is just to keep yourself stable. Like if you're in a position like I am, hopefully y'all aren't going through something as crazy as me. So just keeping yourself balanced, and I am definitely getting mental. I know for me it's very mental. So I'm not in an emotional uproar, but mentally I'm having to like, not let intrusive thoughts in and stuff like that, and not let the amount of unknown that I'm up against to like drag me down. Okay, because what I'm getting is that it's just interesting the way things are happening. But this justice is giving me from the world reverse. It's giving me that it's like your world being turned upside down, or the lack of freedom that you've had is like where the justice is being enacted. Like it's just I'm just trying to figure out what they want me to speak on and not. Like I was supposed Teddy's grandparents were supposed to come and get him, and then because of all the custody stuff, they decided they didn't want to come do that, and they don't want to be involved. They kind of got cold feet, but it was at like the worst time possible, and that's when I had that breaking point with the demolition situation, and which they came and they came in our house, so they seen everything, then now the girl was like, she's making people stand on business and to help me out and stuff, and it's just kind of like amazing, because it's just like it's just wild. It's wild to me. I have mad respect for that, but I can't even imagine doing that job as a woman. Mad respect for her. All right, so your focus is, which is the page, because it still is that in a new growth state. Thank you, because I've been asking a lot about that. They're giving you confirmation on that. So they're still wanting you to focus on whatever it is that you're building right now, because I've been like, is everything I'm trying to create like causing this chaos, like what, causing the drama? Because I don't want to be adding. Nobody wants to add drama, especially if you're mentally already at, you know, your capacity. So like they're giving that, they're like, no, we do want you to focus on whatever it is that you're trying to grow right now. It is in the baby stage because it's this page. So it's, they don't want you to just forget about that or not, especially if that helps you, if you're putting your energy into work, if everything else is astray or overwhelming, then that might be something that you can put your focus on. And of course, you know, if that's one of the areas that is an issue for you, which, yeah. Okay, so, trying to remember, because then we have this Knight of Swords sun here. I'm like, what? Okay. Yeah, I guess that's giving me with your boundaries. I'm getting just like a fierce and a ruthlessness with your boundaries. And again, that's kind of wild that one's coming out, but they're giving a confirmation on that too, that it's like, there's been a lot of injustice that's been going on. It's not just like, that aspect of people trying to use that against you is the toxic aspect. That's the part that's toxic and is an injustice. It doesn't mean that, like, for me, like, I do need to get help. I do need to surrender and accept that, like, I don't know what exactly needs to happen at this point too. Like, I normally can figure that out, and it's like, I actually don't really know. And that's okay. Like, it's okay that I don't have all the answers. Like, I'm like, maybe my kid does need to be in school. Like, you know, like, I'm like, I don't know right now. And, I'm just gonna see if there's anything else from this. This is giving me about, like, your journey, like your path, like whatever else is going on, like it doesn't take away from the fact that you are blazing. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for, that you are blazing this path, and that is completely supported. So whatever else has been going on, that's where you're, and maybe that was part of it, because maybe you were like, I know for me, because I let myself meddle in the gang stalking once in a while, and that can send you all spiraling as well. So like mentally, that can easily send you into a spiral. So that's where you are being very vigilant when it comes to, like, I even had the girl, like, I don't do drugs and alcohol, and I was like, I don't even, like, there's nothing to hide, like, you can test me. And they're like, no, you seem very, you know, self-aware and, like, what's the word when you can speak easily? Coherent. There we go. Coherent. And so that's kind of what they're giving me too with this, is it's like, that's not whatever else is going on. There might be some changes. It might be some embarrassment or shame that you're having to, like, face. I mean, you know, having the cops show up to your house about 4 to 5 times, and like, it's wild to me. But, you know, it's kind of like God's like, if you're not going to fucking surrender, then bring in the cops again. Like, okay. But that's not because your path isn't protected, is kind of what I'm getting. It's not about that. It's that, you've been, maybe, like I said, you've been meddling in things that weren't meant for you. Again, I'm using myself as an example, like letting myself meddle in the gang stalking, like that fucks with my mind, and I don't have that. It, not only do I not have the capacity for it right now, but also it's just not meant for me, and it's childish kind of. It's like, childish is a good word. Like, it's the divine is like, that, please let us handle that. Like, that's our job. And so, and you don't have the energy and the time or whatever to take that on. So you're just need to be focusing on being fierce as fuck about blazing that shit down. You know, there's nothing taking his focus away. I mean, he literally has a sword and he's gonna slice and dice whatever's in the way. So, Okay, thank you. So one of the other reasons that you're needing to do this and being so fierce and protective of this is because of the fact that, like, this is giving me this, like, the divine's like, we keep trying to help you understand that you have all of these seeds or all of these plants that you need to focus on growing, but you keep letting them die, or you're sabotaging them, or I'm fully with this, y'all. I know I'm struggling with that too. So like they're like, that's why you need to be focused on the things that are bringing in that stability and that your financial growth. And it was 11:11 when I said that. And the things that are going to bring you that fruitfulness in your life and that joy, like that whatever, so that you don't have to fucking be in this. Like, this should be like temperance instead of it being like the Two of Pentacles. It should just be a flow. So yeah, that was wild. That's fucking wild. Today was wild. It's been wild, but like being seen to that degree was just like, and I have to just say, like, one of the things that like really like has helped me to like cope with all of it is that, like, that woman, like I said, and her even like helping me out to get a break, which I wasn't really like, oh, I have to have a break, but it's like, because it's like going forward, I still have to figure out how, like, long term, how things are going to go. Plus, I'm just so used to having my kid with me, and yeah, so because I'm like, not having money is the main thing. That's like, we're at day 5, y'all. I'm being inside, day 5, and it's 82 degrees again inside. So they're still withholding my money on that one site. I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. So there's people around you. You haven't personally, God is making some shit happen. That was what I was gonna, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Yeah, that the one dude didn't say like anything. I don't think he peeped a word the whole time. He was just observing, I guess. And then the other guy was talking, and he was relating to things and telling me, and he was even like, you know, trying to speak positively about school and like potentially doing that again and stuff. And that really helped me to just be able to get through it and be like, not feel so like it's incredibly shameful and like embarrassing that I don't really hate the fact that I like have that part of me that wants to like be bam bam, but it's like, or be destructive in that way. But it's also like, I don't want to just destroy things or like not have the support in my life that you know, I want to figure out what, you know, because I mean, I still is not being a good role model. Like, that's not being a good role model to your kid. And I don't want to live in a situation that things get to that point and I just don't have anybody to go to. So anyway, them being the way that they were really helped me to kind of like get through it, because if I just was reckless and I didn't care about my parenting, it wouldn't be so shameful, but I do care. So anyways, I love you guys, and hopefully y'all are doing better mentally and you're doing okay. And what's interesting is that this came out, and I was going to end it up here, because it's like, it's not that your intensity is a problem. It's not that I know for me, for sure, because I've had that, was it reactive abuse or whatever, where it's like, and I've been shamed for my anger. So it's interesting because God's bringing in like the big dogs now, and he's like, no, the big dogs can handle that. Like, that's not, because like that one cop said this to me. He's like, this is not like, to me, it's incredibly insane and embarrassing, but like, he was like, this isn't like I don't know what all they experience, but he's like, this is not that big a deal compared to what we see. So that's kind of what God's giving you. He's just like, your intensity isn't the issue. It's not there's something wrong with you. It's that you need to continue to love this part of you. I'm fully, like, I'm going to start journaling. You need to love this part of you so that you're attracting those people that can match you and that can, respect you about it, so that it's not thank you, so that it's not this like domination game, because you are dominating. Like, you're the dom, okay? Hey, you're the dom, and these other people have to be subs or stand beside you, or they're getting stampeded. Like, it's just, no, it's not gonna work that way. Like, you're the dom, you're the top daddy, okay? You're not the bottom daddy. You're not the bottom feeder, okay? Not even bottom feeder, but there's nothing wrong with being a bottom. It's just that's not what you're doing out here. So other people are gonna have to bow down or stand beside you, or they get stampeded. Like, it's just, that's how they're giving it to me. Okay? All right, that's the message. You can send a donation. Again, we're still without gas and an ability to leave this home. So if you want to send something, that would be greatly appreciated. And I love you guys.